Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more X-Plane 11. Howdy folks, and we are back here in X-Plane 11.20. I apologize for the delay on this video, but as I'm sure you know, I had to go to Vegas for Flight Sim Expo. But we're getting right back into the swing of things, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at a neat little freeware scenery called Bamboo Island. This scenery was designed by a gentleman by the name of Stefan Schroen, who goes by the call sign Monoblau on all the forums. And this scenery is chock full of all kinds of goodness, including assets from Erebus that he kindly got permission to use. We're off the coast of Thailand here, and Bamboo Island consists of several islands, including that little rock promontory that you're seeing directly ahead. We're going to check out the entire island and see what kind of goodies Stefan has thrown into this scenery. It's also my understanding that he's got another companion scenery that he's working on, but it's not currently available at the time of this recording. But I have taken a look at it, and don't be too surprised if I've got another video coming. Alright, since time is money, let's go ahead and get ye old S300CBi ready to go, and we'll hop around the island. One of the first things you're going to notice on Bamboo Island is the fact that the helipad is on top of a hill, which gives you a commanding view of the entire scenery package. I think that is really cool. But there's also a lot of other details around the island itself. For example, you can see the pirate ship down below, which I think looks pretty neat, so we'll be checking that out in a moment here. And off to the right, he has what appears to be like a barbecue place. So we're going to want to check that out in a moment here. So I'm going to point the S300 to the deck here, and we will head down and see what is at sea level. This should be a good thing. I have to say, I really admire the work that he's put into it. It's a flight of fancy, or it's a work of fiction for him, but it's an awesome work of fiction. And holy hell, is that a guy being surrounded by a shark? Oh, that dude's about to have a bad day. Yeah, I kid you not, that dude is really in trouble there. Oh, that is so awesome. Alright, but yes, this is the coastal region of Bamboo Island, and there's our little barbecue pit there, so we're going to see if we can slowly but surely inch the Schweizer S300CBi in there. We'll pass by some of these boats here. Now, I want to say a lot of the stuff that he's done here was hand created. So he is a veteran of using things like Blender, and he was able to put together a lot of 3D assets for this island. Alright, so there we go. We have Tong Yang Barbecue. And as I'm looking at the docks over there, it looks like there is a little dude, I guess, waiting for his boat to come in. Maybe he's got a boat going to the mainland of Thailand. There's a couple people just kind of chilling there. And is that there's a woman under there sunbathing. That's not how sunbathing works, lady. Okay, so here we are, Tong Yang's Barbecue, and there is, looks like two patrons in there. There's a lady off to the left, and there's a guy kind of looking out at us, wondering if we're going to smack into the restaurant. I can't tell what that movie poster is there. I think that is a movie poster. But there is, well, I'm assuming Mr. Yang, or maybe it's Mr. Tong. I have no clue. Looks like he's fixing his sign there, so that's pretty cool. We'll kind of check him out for a second. Meanwhile, sunbathing lady is still underneath the wharf. I don't know how that's going to work for you there, lady. You might want to hang out on topside with those other two people. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. He put so much detail into this scenery. It's literally chock full. Performance-wise, it works really great. I haven't had any FPS issues with this scenery, and considering how much he loaded in here, that's surprising. And what's up with Mama Duck over there? She's not having a good day either. Okay, so moving along, there are many things in this scenery package that really impress me. One of the things are like flotsam like this that we see, just kind of like wrecks in the water there. The color of the water is also highly impressive, but the thing that really gets me going, that I've got to give Stefan massive props for, are these rocks. Look at that and tell me that is not the best looking bunch of rocks you've ever seen in X-Plane 11. And from my understanding, what he does is he does the 3D bump mapping and everything, which almost nobody does that kind of stuff anymore. But the realistic look of those rocks is just incredible. Here I am going on about rocks, but this is the kind of stuff that really makes it for a scenery. And when you couple that with the arabesque palm trees that you're seeing in the background there, the whole thing just works. It ties everything together. Alright, we're going to zoom over here, and what exactly is going on here? It looks like some kind of ritual, perhaps? I don't know, maybe it's a wedding in the water? That almost looks like a kind of like a Buddha statue or something. I don't know what that is. Huh. Let's investigate a little bit further here. Almost looks like a woman in a wet t-shirt in the water there. And those are obviously, I guess, lotus blossoms floating on the water. This is Thailand, of course, so pretty much it could be anything, really. More than likely, it's probably Buddhist or something like that. That's pretty neat. Wow. Let's poke our head out the window here. Matter of fact, let's go to the outside view and get a closer look at this thing. Well, whatever it is, it'll probably remain a mystery. I just hope that they blessed our helicopter on the way past. Alright, so let's continue further down the beach here, and we'll try not to hit these rocks. I swear, though, in VR, these rocks look very realistic. I'm, like, a little bit nervous here. Okay, so now this portion of the beach, this is a dead giveaway that arabesque assets were used in this. If you look under that little wharf there, you will see a seaplane known as the Lisa Akoya with folded wings currently. So yeah, that pretty much is a tip-off there that arabesque was minorly involved with this here, but it looks really cool. Now for the people, he's used some of the popular libraries, for example 3D People and the CDB library to populate the islands. There aren't that many animated people as of yet, so I'm hoping that more people will actually take up the mantle and make animated folks for X-Plane before Orbix actually brings all of their animated people in and corners the market. But this is another thing that I really love, and I don't remember if he said he hand-made this, but look at the architecture. This is typical architecture for areas of Thailand, and he's nailed it. He's just nailed it. Alright, let's see what we've got on the other side of the island here, and then we'll take a look at the pirate ship before we head off to the other islands. Okay, so we are around the other side of the island where I guess the more swampy areas are. And I also want to point out that the trees that you're seeing here are actually HD trees by Mr. X6. So he recommends that you get that, which of course is also free, in order to flesh out some of the regular trees on the island. You see we got a fishing vessel here on the wharf, and looks like a couple canoes, a rubber boat. There's even a little dude down there swimming. Nice. I'm guessing he lives probably in that little village back there. Alright, and we're pretty much back where we started from on this island, so I promised you I'd take a closer look at the pirate ship, so we'll kind of orbit around the pirate ship here a little. You will notice that the helipad that we took off from is directly above the pirate ship, so that's where we're going to come in to land. So there you go. That is the first island. We're going to go check out the second island in the Bamboo Island package, but first, I want to see what that is floating out there in the water. Let's investigate. Alright, so we can see the rock promontory over there, and okay, that's what this is. Looks like it's a bunch of fishing vessels just parked out here. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen bunch of boats like that. Maybe they're commercial vessels or something like that. This is Thailand after all, so I'm sure that there's probably a community of fishermen around these islands here. Alright, but I am really curious to see this rock, which of course was a 3D creation for this particular scenery. I don't think I'm going to get crazy and like fly through the center because there is a hole at the bottom. But I do want to get a little bit close and maybe orbit around the rock and kind of check it out. And this is the kind of stuff that I really enjoy in a scenery, so the fact that this is just there really amuses me. And it kind of makes me wonder if there's things like this in real life. I know there are the haystack rocks just off the coast of Oregon, but I don't think I've ever seen anything as impressive as this. Now that was really neat. Okay, so we are on the other island in the Bamboo Island scenery package, and bear in mind the package that I'm using is version 1.0. It is my understanding that Stefan has updated this package to, I believe, version 2.0, which does contain a number of other small islands. However, they are not available in this scenery package that I'm currently using, so I will have a subsequent video when I show off the other islands that he's working on here. But I love the rocks, man. I'm telling you, I just love these rocks. That is awesome. And look, there's another rock down there with a hole in the center. I think that might also be too small for me to get this helicopter through, so we'll just fly past it here. We've got some more swampy areas, and you can see some more of the HD trees from Mr. X6. I will remind you, I normally use HD trees from Mr. X6, so you will find the link to that in the video description below as part of my normal credits that I have for every episode on this series, or at least the episodes where I started using it. Alright, so we got some more swampy water there. That is cool. And I just love the color gradations. That is what really makes the scenery shine. I just wish X-Plane would do that normally. And even though X-Plane does have some really good stuff coming out in the near future that they announced at Flight Sim Expo, nothing is slated just yet for the ocean water to kind of make it different colors, the same way that FSX and P3D does. So we have to rely on scenery creators such as Stefan to come up with stuff like this for us. Okay, so it looks like we're at a more populated side of the island here. It looks like some kind of a radio station or something. And from my understanding, there's a helipad just inside there, so we'll kind of hover a little close. What is that? The coconut bar. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Nice. I like the sound of that, huh? Alright, I'm not going to land in the little open area there, but we are just going to kind of get a little bit close and hover around here just to see what kind of goodies they've got. But close by, there is a seaplane base. If you want to take a seaplane into it, there is a place where you can actually park, and there is a designated sea lane in between these islands as well. So we'll take a quick look at that. And we're going to head off to the left here, and we'll pass these fishing boats and canoes and so on and so forth. And is that a lady on a cell phone down there? Seriously, lady, you're on a beach. Get off your cell phone. I swear, these people. Okay, let's see if we can make our way around to where the seaplane base is, and we will check out all the happenings on that side of the world. There's another Thai boat there. I don't know what you call those types of boats. I know that the Arabian boats are called dhows, but I don't know if there's a specific name for that, if it's junks or something else. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll do a little bit of hovering here. And what is that? There's a sign in the water. That's interesting. Let's get a little bit closer and see if we can read what it says. I think it says airplane crossing. Is that correct? Yeah, sure enough, it does in fact say airplane crossing. And there's another one on the other side. Looks like there's somebody swimming next to it. Well, you know what it's time for, folks. We've got to investigate this a little bit further. We're going to park it next to our bikini-clad person here, pondering the airplane crossing sign. Hey, girl! What's up, girl? You come here often? Oh, snap. That is Grandma. Sorry, Grandma. Yeah, don't mind us. We're just tourists here. We're just kind of checking out this area, and yeah, well, that was awkward. Oh, wow. Okay, that was not the face that I expected with that body, but yeah, you keep on doing what you're doing there, Grandma, and we're just going to head over to the other side of the island and make our way back to the helipad eventually. Whew. All right, well, that was largely unexpected. Let's get out of here. I think I might have been a little bit traumatized by that one. I wasn't expecting to find her on the beach there. Wow. But here's some more ducks for you. And that boat that I was talking about that I don't know what they call those kinds of boats here in Thailand. Okay. Alright, so we've got one more portion of the island that I want to explore before we make our way back to the other island and eventually land on the helipad. So there are what appears to be some gardens in there, and I believe like a pond. Does that look like a pond in there? A little mini lake or something. I don't know, but we're going to try and see if we can bring the 300CBi down on the beach. We're probably going to kick up a lot of dust, so I may as well give you that warning in advance there. And then we will go outside and take a quick look at this little pond nestled in between the rocks. That is too cool. So yeah, like I mentioned when I was at FS Expo, Laminar did say that they were working on X-Plane 11.30. As of the time of this recording, we should all be using X-Plane 11.25, at least in beta, if you're opted into the beta. There's the dust. So yeah, they're going to have particle systems coming in 11.30. They didn't announce anything for helicopters, and I was a bit disappointed at Flight Sim Expo for that. There was almost nothing about helicopters, except I got to give a huge shout out to Nimbus Simulations for being there and showing off their Huey. That is just sheer beauty. I love when developers do stuff like this and put little hidden gems in their sceneries and so on. That is incredible. I love that. Alright, so that is pretty much all that I'm going to have to show you for now for this particular version of Bamboo Island. Like I said, I'll come up with a subsequent video once the second set of islands are ready, and the additional Bamboo Islands I will have in that video as well. We'll just do like a bit more island hopping and check out some of the other areas. But that should be coming soon, probably in about 3 or so episodes time. Okay, but it is time to head back to the helipad. So we'll go ahead and get a little bit more forward airspeed. And this helicopter is just perfect for this sort of thing, by the way. If you haven't already gotten it, I highly recommend you pick it up. As we make our way past Tong Yang Barbecue and begin our initial approach into the helipad, I will remind you that this entire scenery package that we've been looking at here has been freeware. Stefan was gracious enough to make this freeware for us. I believe in discussing with him online, this is actually his first major scenery package for X-Plane 11. So for a first timer, I gotta say he really outdid himself. And even though I've already taken a sneak peek at the second set of islands, and I can't show you just yet because it's not quite ready, you are going to be blown away by the second set of islands as well. Really great stuff. If I had only one suggestion for him, if he could find a way to incorporate some more wind socks over at the areas where you can land, in particular on this floating helipad here, because I have no idea which way the wind is blowing, and with a helicopter especially, you want to land into the wind, so that could create a problem on inclement weather days and so on. But we're going to see if we can nail this landing here, and then I will wrap everything up and we will call this episode done. So hang tight, folks, fasten your seatbelts, we're coming in. Right about here should do. A couple final notes about this scenery. There is a full package with it. There's a mesh that goes with it. Make sure you download the mesh. And for users of SoundMax by the same people who create SkyMax Pro, you can also use SoundMax with this scenery for the ambient noise. Alright, but that'll do it for me. Thank you as always for watching. This has been BelGeode. I have been flying in X-Plane 11.20. This has been the Bamboo Island scenery, which is freeware, and don't forget to purchase the Dreamfoil Creations S300CBi, which is soon to be updated for X-Plane 11. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao!